G'day, I'm Pete, I'm the Aussie Bush Cop. In 2012 I retired from the New South Wales Police for mental health reasons, and then I took up a drastic decision to move to King Island, where I become a homesteader, and I get to live this beautiful life, and I'd like to share with you some of my stories. G'day everybody, thanks so much for joining us again. We've now surpassed 50,000 viewers, which is just staggers me, and I'm so pleased that you're also interested in my stories. We have people watching all the way from Sweden, all the way down to far-flung King Island. And the story I've got for you today is about an arrest. And so that's pretty ordinary, an arrest, but this one is a little bit different to most. What happened was that when this story happened, I was the acting sergeant at the police station, which meant that I wasn't the first one to go to a job. And there was a domestic assault between two brothers. And the complicating factor in this story was that the brothers were identical twins. And when the police arrived at their house where the assault had occurred, the victim was walking towards the police carrying the length of steel that his brother had hit him over the back with. And the victim thought, well, you know, the police are going to want to see the weapon. And so he was walking towards the police carrying this length of steel. It was about, I think, about 1 metre long. And of course, police don't like it when you walk towards them with a length of steel in your hands. And so they called upon him to drop the weapon. He didn't understand because he's thinking, well, I'm the victim here. Why are they calling on me to drop the weapon? He continued to walk towards them. They're saying, drop the weapon, drop the weapon. You might say with a little bit of encouragement, he drops the weapon. And then I arrived. And there was a bit of a gathering of people from the local houses and streets around because the police were there. And I arrived, and I fortunately knew both brothers reasonably well, you might say in a professional sense. And the perpetrator of the crime this time was standing in the doorway, or the front doorway of the home. And as I said, I knew him quite well. And I said, let's just call him John. Again, apologies to all the Johns out there. And I walked up to John at the front door, and I said, John, your brother, let's call him David. David has made an accusation to the police that you've assaulted him, and you need to come with us down to the station so we can sort it all out. Now, John routinely called me Mr. Gillett. He had a deep guttural voice, which I'm not going to try and emulate. But he said, well, Mr. Gillett, he said, I'm not going to go quietly. And because there was a crowd gathering out the front, and you might say John had a certain reputation which wouldn't have been advanced by him going quietly with us. So there was 3 police there. I said, John, you know that you have to come with us, and you know that if you bung it on, you're only going to get hurt. I said, how about you just go and get a jumper, get a pair of shoes, and we'll go down. You'll know I'll look after you, and we'll sort it all out down at the station. There's no choice, mate. You need to come with us. So he said, all right, Mr. Gillett. And he went into the house. I followed him, and he got whatever he needed, shoes or jumper, to come with us. And when we got, and before he knew about these people being out the front, maybe a crowd of 10 or 15 people out the front. And he said, well, Mr. Gillett, he said, when we get to the front door, he said, you put my hand up my back and you just grab hold of me. He said, I'll jump around a little bit like I'm resisting, and so we'll do it like that. I said, yeah, no worries, John. That'll be okay. And so that's how we effected the arrest of dear John. And then when we put him into the paddy wagon, into the back of the truck, and went away, he left with, you might say, his dignity intact. Thanks for watching.